Hey, everybody, and welcome back to our Warp World episode 3. Are we on 3?
3.
Who knows? All right. Who knows?
That was a hard stop. Song over now. Turn off now.
I'll fade out.
Press button now.
All right, I'm Jim DeVoy. With me is Mark Tarbori, Kayla, as always, and our special guest
Just
tonight,
Dave. We're not using last names anymore because I read too much up on it. We can get very much sued. So we're okay, but I did some research on that. I just forgot to bring up. We're going to go with our guest. What name?
Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm not lying.
All right.
That's what because if we get into like a big argument, Maritza was kind of right.
Of all the people that would sue you, you'd think you're going to start not using last names
but
on
you
me?
never know. What if we turn into just big Hollywood stars? I mean, it could happen. I mean,
and I could say, I got you there.
They say it's okay if he uses his own okay, but we can't just without. Okay. So if he says his last name, we're fine.
He's like Cher and Prince. He just goes by Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Same thing.
A lot of people call me Dave-O.
Dave-O.
Nice.
All right. All right, so here we are.
Now that we got the disclaimer out of the way. Okay. Did that just ruin your whole time?
Yeah, now that
I'm out.
Now that I realize that when you get famous, you want to keep every frickin' penny for yourself. Rotten bastard.
That's exactly what it is. All right, so Mark, anything interesting this week?
Yes, and let me preface this with saying I love these people that we went to their baby shower, but you could have hung me. It's not right where men go to baby showers. They had karaoke, which was only about, it was okay, but there were only like 9 people there, 20, whatever. Then the food was really good. And guys, I love you. If you're listening, you know who you are. So I love you guys. But, oh my God, seeing grown men drink beer out of a baby bottle, and you're like, oh my God, kill me now, dude. It was that.
Looking back, you could have came as a guest to my golf men's group.
That's what I should have done.
That's really what you should have done.
Oh my God, it was awful. But yeah, but
the fact
I love you. You guys know I had a great time. I can't wait to see the baby and play softball with you guys. I love you. But,
yes, best of luck, guys.
It was awful.
Sorry I didn't make it. And
no, you're not.
Actually, it's actually pretty funny. It is funny you had to go and I did not. So.
Yeah, it was a bunch of crap.
And I love you guys too.
But that was it. That's my whole event.
I wasn't invited, so chances are I don't know you. But congratulations on your baby.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Kayla, you got anything?
No, my week was really rough, and I don't want to talk about it.
So. All right. So everybody, thanks for coming away. Dun, 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 dun. Play me off, Johnny.
Alrighty then. I worked this week. That's all I did. I had nothing exciting to talk about.
Nice. All right.
A friend of ours has COVID. Joey has COVID. But that seems to be the norm now. Who hasn't had COVID?
Yeah, that sucks. I hope he's okay.
Yep. I've had it twice.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I guess now the CDC is not even telling you to quarantine or anything. They're just saying treat it like a flu. If you have to go out, stay away from people. Don't sneeze on people.
I think they were, I think they were a little afraid on how it was going to happen. Now that they know, it's just go into the public, do what you got to do. And I think they had to follow these procedures. Nobody knew what it was going to do. No, so I can't fault for them trying things. I mean, who would have thought a pandemic was going to,
right.
So I don't fault that.
All right, so we're going to talk. Mark made a little purchase today. Does he sound better? Because I think he sounds better.
Everybody out there was complaining, all 4 of you, that were saying, and one was my wife, one was Jim, one was Carlos, the people in this room, basically, that my voice was, I get too fidgety and I start moving and all that stuff, but my voice didn't come in. So I made a purchase, and now you guys should hear me clearly and just freely. You guys are going to hear more and more of me.
Yes, that's fair warning. I can only turn Mark down so much now.
But again, I really do feel like
this is going to backfire.
I feel like a sportscaster. It's like me and Dave should be sitting here. So the Patriots 3rd and 5 on the 42. Brady's going to drop back. And you need to stick in here and I go, oh, no, yes.
Butt fumble.
Oh, yes.
Everyone's going
so
right.
that's what I feel with these new things. I feel kind of, I think I'm going to go to sleep with these tonight. Holly's going to come upstairs and be like, baby, psh, come on up here. Psh, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to have sex and I'm going to have these headphones on. I'm going to plug her in.
You're going to do play-by-play, too,
Love
aren't you?
Baby. Hope you're listening.
No, everyone.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, flip on over.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get the analytics in where it tells where people stop listening. That'll give you time.
Probably at all my sex jokes.
No, the yelling.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the yelling.
the
You
yelling.
can edit it if you got to, for God's sake.
Then we'd have a 3-minute show. Hi, welcome to our world. All right, thanks, Simon. We'll see you next time.
Just like Mark's sex life.
Yeah. Oh,
He gave him
you can tell me and Dave are friends.
Yes, yeah, we all know the lines.
All right, so I had a little interesting thing last night. You were sitting there watching TV, and I was
That's what Carla said. Sorry.
and I was
When
reading.
you put that away. God, honey.
Okay, sorry.
No, I was reading, and stay with me here, okay? Due to some geomagnetic storm, the Northern Lights actually dipped down from Canada all the way down to Philadelphia into the Pennsylvania area. So that's one of my things is I want to see the Northern Lights. It's a bucket list item for me.
Oh yeah.
So I'm contacting friends in New Hampshire, and I'm contacting. I texted Nick last night on send me some video of the Northern Lights. I want to see it. So got to wondering about bucket lists. And what is your bucket list item, Mark? One of yours.
There could be a ton of stuff, but that's actually a good idea. I didn't even know about that. Yeah.
I sent you the text.
I know, but we
He
transitioned
was too
that.
busy sending me a text message
Well,
every hour
You
yesterday.
could have just said I'm busy, but that's a whole nother story.
No, because then I got small enjoyment out of it to see how long you were going to go to send these text messages. That's why I sent that sassy one that said, "Oh, you missed 10 to 11 a.m." And then I
Small
went to
enjoyment,
work.
like his sex life.
Yeah, yes.
Hey.
You could tell her.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, the Northern Lights would be cool, but it's stupid. I want to learn how to play the drums. It's what I really want to do. It's on my bucket list. I want to freaking play one song maybe on a stage in some low-life bar with somebody that needs a drummer for the night.
Nothing wrong
and
with
just
that.
play one stupid song and learn how to play the drums. That's kind of my bucket list.
Awesome.
So,
All right, special guest Dave. Do you have a bucket list item?
I mean, there's, like Mark said, there's several sports related. Would always love to get to a Super Bowl, of course. Of course, if Green Bay gets into it, I'm going no matter what. No matter what the I know, boo. Let's see. Also, golf-wise, because I play a lot of golf, would really love to get over to St. Andrews, play there.
that'd be nice. Right?
But then a little bit less dopey, and this one would have to be 20 or 30 years from now when either it's affordable or when I actually really hit the big lottery. Trip up into space would be nice.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
that would be
that's
cool.
one of mine too.
Ooh,
That's one of mine too. Would be a
wow.
trip to space.
So
Yeah, that would. Kayla.
So I got this question brought up this morning think of bucket list things. And the only thing that I can really think of right now is I want to do all the Country Thunders.
Right.
Because, I mean, all I do is eat, sleep, and breathe Country Thunder.
Oh, it's all around the country.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, like,
Oh,
the two,
I see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the 2 or 3 in Canada, go down to Florida, go down to, obviously, here
That's
in
a
Arizona.
so how many of them are there? Like a dozen or so?
I think now there's 8 of them. It's like
If you could be a roadie,
That'd be cool. That's like
how
once
cool
every
would
month
that
and a
be if
half.
you were a roadie for Country Thunder? I bet you can apply for that.
I would love to do that.
Why don't
I think
you-
it'd be
why don't-
super fun.
We should look up Country Thunder, find out, admit, and we just write them a letter that says, "How do I apply for a position for the road crew or whatever?"
All she has to do is call and say, "Hey, it's Kayla. I want to be a roadie."
And really, all you got to say is you're part of our warp world, and they're gonna, "Oh, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
come on in, hey,
no.
come on in."
I don't think that's
But
going
I
to work.
think I wanted to.
Yeah,
kinda-
I wouldn't do that either.
I wanted to go on you though, so it's a little different. Our bucket list. Where I wanted to get a younger perspective because they're young. They shouldn't be thinking about bucket lists. I love that's to me instead of a bucket list. That should be a dream you want to go with because you're young. So it should be us. It's you know what I'm saying, guys.
Well,
Yeah, like a youngster would want to go backstage with Motley Crue or something one time, and
Right.
get the whole treatment, and then we get older, and then it's like a trip in space or something like that, as we allegedly mature.
Right.
Well, I think once we get older, we start thinking about bucket lists. But I guess this is going to make me sound real old. I wish I started thinking about it back in my 20s and 30s and been able to save up. Because mine, Dave mentioned, I would love a trip into space. I would love even to just be, what these last guy, William Shatner, just did a few months ago or whatever.
William shit.
Well, he just took that trip into space on
Wasn't he
one
born in
Elon.
space?
One of Elon Musk's.
Yes, we know
deals.
what he did.
So
but
that's just something.
went up there
something I
going-
would do.
He went up with Bezos.
Scotty.
Yeah,
He went up with
Bezos.
Bezos.
Yeah.
What was Shatner's big? You're a Trekkie. What was
Oh,
Shatner's
he was
big all the
Captain
time?
James Tiberius Kirk.
I
of the
know, but
Starship
then, what was
Enterprise.
it? Didn't he always have something he said at every whatever? Because whatever. Damn it, Jim! I'm giving her all shit. I got that Scotty.
You might be
damn it,
thinking of
Jim.
Spock because we've got Spock, live long and prosper. And of course, damn it, Jim, that's the doctor. Dr.
Right,
McCoy.
Tom McCoy. But Jim didn't have a catchphrase that yet, or
No,
like a
he
look
just
or something.
he just always got the chick.
He got all the lines.
Yeah, he got.
Nimoy almost quit because of the lines that Kirk was getting, but we'll get into the Trekkie episode
He's
later on.
90.
So
Okay.
going off of the bucket list thing, have you guys done something that you would consider that would be like a bucket list thing that you have completed? Instead
I
of
do,
something
and
that
it was a bike because I did it when I was 30. I skydived, and so that was actually something that I'll never do again. That I said all the way up to that point I'll do once. And I've never done it. So yeah, mine was skydiving.
Dave?
special
I mean,
guest Dave?
several cool things. I mean, I've skydived, I've bungee jumped.
I bungee jumped
Though
too.
in the end, that scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, it does.
Same as Mark. I won't do either one again. Done it, been there.
I always wanted to skydive, but nah, I'm too fat.
They just go a little higher.
There's
It's
a two.
okay. They just,
No, I
that's all they
called.
do.
I wanted to do it on my 30th birthday. I called, and there's a 250-pound weight limit. Well, that was 100 pounds ago, and so
Doesn't
I'm like,
stop you from having a friend. Just
I'm
come
like,
up, drop you out
just
of
give
with
me
it,
the smallest guy. 'Cause first jump has to be a tandem jump. So I'm like, just give me the smallest guy.
You
We'll
might
make it
just
work.
go down quicker.
Yeah.
That's it. I
just
mean,
hit the floor
maybe
faster.
the normal person falls 0.4 of a mile every way, and he it goes a little faster than that, okay? Yeah, I mean, you don't have much time to pull that. They say right when you jump, you got to pull, but it's not to me that you can't.
It's
you
really
can't
the
go,
abrupt
right?
stop at the end that scares me. So
I mean, yeah. Speaking of, don't they have those huge parachutes? You
the
know,
cargo
like,
chutes.
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
you know.
Since
You know,
we're talking,
like the space capsule coming down. They just give them a bigger parachute like
That's
that.
what I
yes,
said.
that's what right. What do they
You
give the
know.
bigger guy a bigger parachute? I don't
That's
get
what
that
I said.
either. But I gotta tell you, since we're going on parachuting, I freaking first of all we go and me and Jeff we're together. It's a buddy of mine that I know. We go up there and the plane's cutting out. They literally take the plane out of commission after our turn. It's a whole other plane coming in after we're up there. So already it starts with that. So we're up there and hey, the guy's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do, blah blah blah. So Jeff goes and then I go and right away lets me fall for like 2, 3, 4 seconds. Then he jacks my freaking thing and I go and it was too fucking tight. I'm not lying. I was like, so I'm fucking going. I'm like, it doesn't feel right, man. And
this
he's
is how
looking at
you're
me. He goes, how? I go, this is fucking tight, man. He goes, okay. So he's cruising it down. He's going fucking cruising it down. And then we fucking cruised that we're passing Jeff because he's just getting me down now because it's so damn tight. We get on the ground and then so we're sitting there, and a gust of wind comes, and it hits my and all I get is freaking rocks, freaking all hitting in my face from and I'm like, and then I'm like, this, and then they offered me a free one, but no, I never did. I mean, it was great customer service.
that one was so much fun. I'll take another.
I mean, but that was the and all the people that were there, they're going to deny that story. They're going to be like, Mark's making math that. No, but it was just real. I almost died. I almost died. Okay, so now it's your turn. Sorry.
No, or Dave, did you got something that
Yeah,
you've
it makes
done?
me wonder. Stuff that I've done. I guess I now feel like I've had a very unremarkable life. I mean,
Well, another one of mine is like deep sea fishing. And that's obtainable. I was in Florida one time, had it all set. I could have gone, and I never went. And that's one of those things.
Okay, so that doesn't count. What is something that you have
And as your
done?
therapist, we should meet next week. I think we should talk about that.
I haven't.
There has to be one, like a concert.
Yeah,
or a
I agree.
trip,
Because I have
or-
I have a few of them. I mean,
I had concert goals I thought wouldn't be obtained because they got old. Regrettably saw Motley Crue last time they were here, and
Yikes.
but I wouldn't.
no,
call it a
this
bucket
isn't. We're
list.
not. You had to do something that you were young that you haven't done
jump
again.
on that. I mean, based on prior, so you were talking that I listened to. You were talking about Van Halen. By the way, no Van Halen on Glee. For God's sakes, no Van Halen on
Hey,
Glee.
I did find they did another Van Halen song later in the series. Anyway,
Let's
go
see,
on.
maybe Dance the Night Away or something.
Yes,
God,
that's the
jump.
one I did.
That's
Yeah,
one of
see,
the
that one-
gayest songs ever made.
That's why it fits.
Not that there's
That's why it
anything
fits.
wrong with that. Okay, if you're
I mean,
gay,
that
it's
one makes
perfectly
sense.
fine, good song. But it's a pretty gay song.
All right, we're getting way off topic here, guys.
But at a rock concert, I mean, I had first row catwalk for Van Halen, and I was.
Oh, nice.
Jim, I was
And
from,
Cool in
I
the
was from
Gang opened
UY
for
away
him.
at one point from David Lee Roth.
Cool in the
when
Gang.
he came around the catwalk.
Now, see, for
That
me,
was a show in Kansas City, actually. That wasn't cool.
for me, I never
They had no
had.
opener. They had no opener, actually. They just came on out.
Dave, that's his favorite band, man.
Oh,
So.
very cool, very cool.
All right, sorry. So let's go back, Jim. You got to answer your BS
I
around
know,
this
I
whole
know, 'cause I
subject.
don't,
And
I
so
don't.
are you. You haven't said
Because
anything
I'll be
yet.
honest, I've never actually written out my bucket list. I know I should. I've got items for
No,
it.
this isn't really about a bucket list. It was like when you were young did you do something you didn't think you were going to do, and now all of a sudden you look back, you're like, oh shit, I did that.
All right, let me turn your mic down first.
Why, it's not even that bad.
Well, I've got another one.
I got married and had a kid.
Going. I mentioned golf. And going to the Masters is on my list, and I can guarantee my dad in Fort Myers is not listening. But what he doesn't know is that when we get the tickets in the next year or two, is that he's going with me.
Nice.
He just doesn't know that. So
I can't send him an invite to listen to this episode.
So we have to keep this a secret from him.
Yeah.
Wow, so we have to keep this whole thing in our room. I mean, it's not really any different than any of our other.
I doubt the old man even knows what a podcast is.
No, we're just kidding.
So our 14 listeners, please do not tell Dave's dad.
Yeah.
Please.
I'll title the episode, Don't Tell Dave's Dad.
And we bring up his name, but we clearly get sued. So
Yeah.
Exactly. We would get sued.
Special guest Dave's dad.
Dave's dad. Honk honk.
Well, all right.
Dave's dad.
So I did post this question on Facebook. I only put it up today, so we didn't get a whole lot of answers. But
One.
No.
Your mom doesn't count or whatever.
Jamie, my niece, our friend, she wants to.
Who stole my line? I was going to use your mom. Rats.
Jamie, our niece, she says she wants to go to take a trip to Maine and have $1 million net worth before she dies.
They're both attainable. Those are goals.
Oh yeah.
See, this is gonna be a different discussion now because those are goals. Those aren't bucket lists. Those should be at her age goals.
But what makes it what makes it a goal and a bucket list item?
I think the trip to Italy
Because
would
of
be a
your
bucket
age
list.
and how you have your outlook, it's a big difference on how you would look at it in life. If you're looking at it all the time as, oh, just before I fucking die, or if you're looking at it as, I can't wait to do this so I can set higher goals for something else.
So you're saying Jamie because she's 30 something, 32, whatever.
It should
30?
still be a goal. I don't know if there's a set.
Well, no, shut up for a second. Let me ask. Is it because she's 30 it's a goal and not a bucket list item? Because of her
that
age?
bothers me right there. Because to me, that bothers me. That should be a goal for her.
$1 million starting at 30 years old, if you just get into smart investing and make smart decisions, is very, very.
I can see
you
that.
Heard of
that
Dave
should
Ramsey?
be a goal.
He's got nothing on Dave, the guy's last name I can't mention.
Special guest.
So, special guest Dave.
Yeah, we'll just call him special guest Dave. So
sounds like a cereal.
Shannon,
special guest Dave.
Shannon, one of your best friends, one of her bucket list items is a trip to Italy.
Wow.
Now, because Shannon's our age, is that a bucket list or a goal?
That is a bucket list.
Okay.
It is probably something that you thought about as I'd always like to get to Italy when you're like 19 or 20. You know, if you're younger or whatever, it could be Italy, Greece, whatever. And you have put that all the way off. And then if you get to that age now it's a bucket list.
Okay.
But if you're saying that at 25, 30, that's wrong. That should be a goal. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Italy in 3 years. How do I figure that out?
So
I think that kind of goes more in Jim's point earlier. Like if you had written this stuff down at 25, you already would have been there.
Yeah, the goals would have been
And I
achieved.
bet you there are people that do.
So you're making that like an age thing. So a bucket list doesn't kick in
So
until...
at what age does a goal become a bucket list item?
And that's, you know what? Because then it sounds like we're just giving up on life, doesn't it? If I just say 54, just order the plot because you're done. See, so I guess to be the way I want to look at things, I guess I always want it to be a goal. I want to pick my casket out and that be a goal. Instead of, I know it sounds stupid, but what if I say, like, it is depressing when you say it's
Arizona
an age.
Cardinals casket.
Well, but that's what
Worst
you're making it sound
casket
like.
Ever.
I know, but I'm not really trying to make it out as age. But do you guys not understand?
No,
kind of
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
with you that, like I had said, in my 20s, these would have been goals. At what age they become, I didn't achieve this goal, now it's a bucket list, I got to do it before I die.
After you're married 3 times.
I guess I just don't see the difference between
So
it
all
being a
you
goal
guys
and a
out
bucket
there-
list. Like, why can't it be the same thing?
Oh, I get okay.
Because
so you
ultimately,
wanna
a
call
bucket list, if you're
a
50...
dream bucket. You want to call it a dream bucket?
No, if
And
you're...
because us three guys here are 52. Are you 52, Jim?
52.
Yeah, all
This
three
is
of us
why you're on the
are
show.
52.
You brought up
All
a
right.
very valid
Michaela's-
point.
Well,
Michaela's-
let her talk if you want her
Michaela's
opinion
right.
on
We're
things.
still only 52. There's time for us.
'Cause
It's
wasn't
not like we're dead yet.
Bucket
Alright.
List came out as like that movie. I never actually saw it, but wasn't it because he was like dying, so he
Yes.
created this bucket list to get it done before he died? So this is something that I want to do, or anyone who creates a bucket list before they die, given whatever age. You know, the trip. Can you please sit away from your microphone? I'm very sensitive today, guys. So if I'm very whatever.
It's okay. Finish your.
Anyway, so like my biggest one was I wanted to go to Wilmington because of One Tree Hill. I didn't think I'd ever be able to do that and also take these two with me to go, but I was able to do that. And to me, that is a bucket list item that I was able to cross off when I was 23 or whenever we did it.
All
26.
See, she explains that very well. It's the chicken or the egg. I mean, it's like, how do you look at it?
Why are you waiting until you're 52 or 57 or anything like that
That's
to
where
make
Or
these
until
things
you get
happen?
that death sentence saying you got 5 years to live, so live it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Okay, good call. So, Dave, you're the last one here.
Regarding?
You haven't answered it yet.
Your bucket list.
Something
What
that you've
what
done.
that you've already done that you have thought back over?
Crossed off your bucket list.
Yeah.
Like I said, a trip, a concert.
Or
like,
a goal, however we're looking at this.
Don't roll your eyes when you say goal at me.
Next week, pepperoni and sausage.
Stop.
I'm going to fight that puppy power.
Yes, we've done a lot of things. We've done more traveling than ever the last 10 years. You know, the wife and I have got the little lake cabin now. I mean, stuff like that. The way the last 10 years has gone, I never thought we'd be as successful together as we were. So
You have a lake cabin?
I know, you have a lake cabin. I'm just finding out about it right
a
now.
little lake cabin.
So now this is perfect
Northern-
about what we were
Northern
going to
Indiana.
talk. This was the
Wait,
best transition ever,
I'm
so.
adding something to my bucket list at this minute.
Yeah.
Get invited to Dave's lake cabin.
It's a cool place, yeah.
I guess that would be it because on my dad's side of the family, I'm from Wisconsin, but my dad's actually great grandfather had a cabin in Minnesota, about an hour and a half west of Minneapolis, and it was just every summer, and it was kick ass. It's exactly what you'd want. It's a lot of trees, it's a lot of green, it's a nice lake, it's water skiing. Wow. And then when you get older, it's also a drunk fest. It's everything you'd ever want.
Woohoo!
You had me at Trees Green and Lake.
And
You had me at Drunk Fest.
You had me at Drunk Fest. I heard water skiing, which usually means boat.
I heard
and
blah, 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 drunk blah.
I recommend skiing before the drunk fest, just so you know. And so it just turns out that my wonderful wife, her grandfather owned a cabin in northern Indiana, not too far out of South Bend. And so we bought a place. That place is owned by our cousins now. So we bought a little place 3 years ago.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
So it's something I always wanted. I guess I didn't think about it being on a bucket list. It's something I never thought I'd have, at least not already, but the price was right at the time. The interest rates were certainly right 3 years ago. So it just, it made sense.
Yeah, it's a cool place. So all you listeners, we'll invite you.
Well, first,
out there
let's thank
time.
Jamie and Shannon for actually participating on our Facebook page.
So we had two.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
and one's related to you guys.
in all
one is the girl that I've known 40-something years.
In all fairness, I
Thank
just
you.
put it up
Thank you.
today, but I do appreciate
All my
them
other friends out there,
participating.
fuck off. No, I kid you. I love you.
I know,
Not
we
even
just
Mandy.
lost all
Mandy
of our
couldn't even-
viewers.
she knew you were going to be on tonight. She didn't even contribute. She had other things that are mine with Chris. I'll give her.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway.
Mandy gets And we're back from the break. Sorry, Kayla. So we're talking about marriage. So as we've discussed before, I've been married for going on 30 years.
I have been married 3 times combined on 19 years. So 6.5.
But now we have our newlywed special guest, Dave.
Yeah, it's been a whopping 10 and a half months now.
Oh, I thought it was even sooner than that. 10
So
and a half months.
everybody out there who's
Pushing it.
already bored and going, "I'm big deal, we're married."
Yep.
We're gonna start. Dave didn't get married for the first time till he was 50.
51.
51. This is why we wanted to bring him on and get that never happens. And all of us out there in TV land or radio land, podcast land, we're like going, "Oh, how did he do this?"
Yeah.
I
didn't get married till 51. The wife, so for the wife, it was 45. And it was the first marriage for both of us.
Wow,
She is
first
only
for both.
27. What are you talking about?
Right. Right.
Mandy, Kayla's got your back.
Mandy, we got you. Don't worry about it.
So,
Why? How? When?
yeah, how did you manage to, how do I word this?
You weren't with me when you met her, were you?
I met her probably about 6 months or so after we
Where
started hanging
though?
out. Where did I meet her?
Yeah.
At first round draft. That bar first round draft?
Oh, that's high class place.
Oh, it's not that anymore. Isn't that Skip and
Yeah,
Jan's
it's Skip
now?
and Jan's
now
now,
it's just
yeah.
a cheesy pool hall.
It is.
So
But
we
that's
we met there with Pal Andrew and Chester of all people. People that everybody, for you 8 listeners, people we all know pretty well, watching football.
Right.
it is.
So, no, I think for both of us, it just happened that we had both had long-term relationships in our past, like the lady that I moved to Phoenix with 20 years ago, and just was in the long-term relationships and didn't pull the trigger on that one. And probably because just at that time, I mean, I was like 31 years old. I was not ready. I was just not mature enough yet.
So I got it.
Did not have my shit together yet. But
this
then,
is where I got to interchange. So because most guys, that's a little different because most guys at between like 28 and 32, they get this epiphany and they're like, oh my God, I got to get married now. I got to have kids. Kind of like the same thing. Men go through the same thing. But you're saying you didn't, basically.
No, I didn't. And then we broke up, and I thought maybe I should. But looking back now, I know if I had this epiphany, I think the same problems that we had would have come out anyways. And then I'd have at least one divorce on my record as well. So, I mean, as most people know, it's not money that's the leading cause of divorce. It's marriage. But one thing that was different, and Mandy and I could have easily gotten married 7 years earlier.
Let me ask, how long have you guys been together?
91 years.
The day of our wedding, was exactly the 10-year anniversary of our first date.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was really cool.
Now, she moved in with me after about 1 year. We had a condo, and then it came time, we want a house. We knew that the prices here in the valley were starting to skyrocket. They were starting to move up, and we knew, now's the time to strike. So, but then I looked at her and I said, well, we have a decision to make. Either we are going to get married now or we're going to buy a house now. One has to be put aside a couple of years. What do you choose? I'm very proud to say she chose the house because I look at what our house value is now 7.5 years later. It's like, I said, God damn. It's tripled. It's nice. Not tripled, but boy, more than double. It's been a
Which, to be honest with you, I knew Mandy, of course, as well as Dave, because I met her 6 months after he met her, or whatever it was, But
yes, Mark married us, by the way, folks.
Oh wow, yes, Mark is an ordained minister.
He was one of my groomsmen as well. But after doing the walk up, he changed spots and.
Best man and
not best
we
man.
all congregate today.
Oh.
Yeah,
he was one of my groomsmen.
Oh, groomsman. Okay.
Yeah, he was one of my groomsmen.
Yeah, Mark is an ordained minister. If you want his services, just reach out to
555 marry me,
or reach out to johnnybees.net, and maybe you can get some money on it.
He's also
cha-ching.
And he's gay and transgender friendly. So
yes, I am. When I first met Mandy, and I mean, she was wanting to live the dream, or the bucket list, whatever I've lived in the last one, but she wanted
nobody,
to get married.
even her, has said living with me is the dream. So thank you.
So when she actually, to buy the house, they were on financial sense there. They weren't thinking about emotions, and I think my point is, when you get married later in life, you guys are on the same page, where a lot of times when you're younger, you're not on the same page.
Yeah, very much so. And we already had our job situations, careers in order. So that stuff was all,
So you're attracted to each other and you have your shit together. I mean, so.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people probably that want to do what he did in life and have it. I mean, I have, but it's taken me 3 marriages.
Yeah,
so it wasn't like,
the sacrifice there is, I would have loved to have kids. And unless there's some late life surprise, that's not happening. Although we are, as Mark knows, we are talking about fostering.
That's cool.
Or fostering to adopt type of thing.
That's cool.
And so we've got time to figure that out. I think I told Mandy we need one more football season, then we can look into that. One more mad football season. So that's a sacrifice, though. Some people really want to get those kids going, especially when they're younger, because then they can be, kids can be, on their own by the time they're 40, 45, and they're still young enough to be able to do cool stuff. Whereas, like, we could adopt a 6-year-old tomorrow, and, at the high school graduation, they're going to be asking, "Oh, is that your grandpa?"
Right.
It's like,
what's wrong with that, though?
And, then Grandpa's going to have to try to beat him up, then get monkey stomped, and it's just going to be terrible.
I give so much kudos. So our friend that we went to with a baby shower, so he's 55.
Wow.
The baby. Yeah. So I always give him shit because he plays on my softball team. And if you're listening, people, I love you all the time. I'll always love you. Sorry. So anyways, he was having a bad day and his ankle hurt, whatever it was. He's running around second base, coming to third, and he just looks defeated. And everybody in the dugout's going, "What's wrong, Buzz? What's wrong?" And he looks up at me, and I go, It's because he just realized he's going to be freaking 90 when his kid graduates high school. and he just, the whole dugout starts laughing. I'm like, hey, sorry, man. I'm like,
Mark always making his friends feel really good.
but he's a great guy, and his wife is a great. You've met them; they're really wonderful people, and I am happy that they're in my life. So and the jokes that I'm saying now, they've already heard, so that's why it's okay.
So Dave, I got a question. Because 27 and 52, 52. A lot of guys, when we get married, Mark got married at, 18 or 19? I got married at 22, 23.
I joke.
But,
yeah.
So you always wonder what changes or whatever, did anything change? So being more advanced in years, being in your 50s, 40s, 50s, whatever, is there any change in the last 10 and a half months? Is there any big changes you notice being married besides tax reasons and stuff?
I know. It's, getting married does not help your taxes. But I would say there's probably just a calmness about it, about finally having it done and being married. It's like, okay. It's like, one thing, when you gonna get married? When you gonna get married? I don't need to hear that bullshit anymore.
And we did bug the last year, especially the ladies. The ladies were really
yeah. Over the last couple of years.
I mean, we just go out at the bar and be like, if I've got to hear this shit one more time, and
And then considering we've had friends get married and engaged since, my ass would have been grass.
And almost divorced.
If I hadn't married her by now, because she'd be like Leanne, for instance, she'd be like, I can't believe we're not engaged before that.
Right.
So, there is a calmness. It feels good. It feels good to wear the ring. It feels good to just be settled, so to speak. It's kind of a state of mind thing.
Sure.
Other than the state of mind, it really hasn't changed anything.
Interesting.
That's what I think. I think
still got to be nice to your lady.
It's a still mature level of how you're looking. I mean, anybody listening will not be able to. Most people cannot relate with him. They're going to be like, I've either been divorced or I've been free. I bet you there's
twice,
two people. Even Kayla's trying to look up how many people have been married that is over 50. There's like 9, right, in the entire world.
Yeah,
so it just doesn't happen first time. Ladies, it happens more, but for guys, I don't think.
And then again, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, in fact, I respect him for it. I really do, because he's not going to be divorced going through the BS that I did, and he's not. He's already at that So
I mean, my parents were high school sweethearts. Got married. They got married because of this guy, because of me. I was an oopsie doopsie, and so Dad was only 22, and Mom was only 21 when I, showed myself, and that's a struggle for people at that age.
Wow! So how long are both parents still with us?
Yeah.
And so they've been married 50-something years.
No. They divorced when I was 12.
Oh,
so I've seen.
Of course they did.
So I've seen the divorce side of things.
They did.
Thinking about, I was thinking about your podcast. That I really liked that you guys did on the 80s. I'm like, one thing that was negative that wasn't brought up during that podcast is that's when divorce became chic.
Yeah.
It became common.
Divorce rate was 50-60%.
The divorce rate in the 1980s, it wasn't such a stigma anymore. It was kind of in the early 80s. So I got to see it, and I mean, my mom now is on. God bless her. She's a wonderful mom, but she's on her third marriage. And it's
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
So, but then it's like,
I sense a little sarcasm in your voice.
Sometimes I had to look back as a younger person, like, well, is this marriage thing all it's cracked up to be?
3 times is normal.
You just went and for a third time said, "Till death do I part." You lied twice. Like,
I crossed my fingers.
No, I'm not saying
when I was kidding. I crossed my fingers.
Not saying these divorces were my mom's fault or they weren't her fault. I don't know. I mean, I believe in commitment. I guess I just maybe got a little bit jaded about marriage, but not commitment. Not commitment. I do believe in commitment. And I believe in marriage too. Just, I guess I took my sweet ass time.
Which is nothing wrong. We really wanted, when we talked about having you on, because we weren't, and I'm like, Dave married, you had brought it up, but we had already talked, believe it or not, you brought it up in the pool like, I don't know, a month ago or something when we were talking. But me and Jim had already talked about that perspective about coming you on and talking about marriage later in life. So to me, it's interesting because I don't think there's a lot of people that can relate to him. I really don't think there is.
No, I would, I meant to look up all these stats and everything, but I would say the majority of people get married before 25, and then there's a smaller
Shit, I was
second.
twice.
Maybe third.
I would think baby boomers, yes to that. I think that number is.
I think early.
I think
early
the marriage.
Gen X,
I think the
late
marriage
baby-
age is going up.
Yes.
Each generation.
Oh yeah, each generation is going up.
Well, what
'cause-
is? Yeah, I want to know what your view is on somebody your age.
So, from what I've witnessed and I choose to believe is that people my age want a wedding. They want to have the party, want to have whatever.
It keeps me in
they
business,
don't want to
absolutely.
have they don't want to have the marriage, or they don't want to work on it. You know, that's a big thing for me, is that it's like, I don't want to get divorced. I want the one time that I get married. Shut up over
shucks.
there. Shut up over there.
Okay.
I don't want to have to go through that. You know, I want to find that person that I'm going to be with.
And I respect that. That's
So if I end up, and this is going to sound weird, but if I end up like Dave and don't get married till I'm 50, then fine, cool. I can see how it works with him and Mandy.
I know, it's a unique perspective with
Where
Dave sitting here. It really is. Even for me, because I don't know, I could have handled, not that I'm saying you were alone. I'm not saying that at all. But I mean, just not, I don't know. I don't know if I can live with that, or I'd ever be able to do it. I don't know.
And I can understand that, because, you know, you can talk about stigmas. I think people get, especially older, I get taken more seriously by being married as opposed to having a girlfriend of 9.5 years. Because when you tell me together
At
9
this
years
age.
at this age, people are like, well, fuck, what's the matter with you guys? When are you going to make it official?
But, okay, so this is a little different. If you were 30 and you would have said that I have a girlfriend,
That'd be even
you would have
worse.
been- no, I don't think so. I think it would have been fine.
You think so?
I do.
I don't. I think
At
once,
her day and age, I don't think it'd be a problem at all.
once people have been together 3 or 4 years, and maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like people are like, okay, you're 4 or 5 years. What?
No, I think you're right, Jim. I
Why
think
are
you're
you
right.
waiting so
I
long?
think
Well,
you're
the
right.
stigma's out there.
I feel like now,
That's what I mean. The stigma, I think a good
But
70
you
to
didn't
80%
do
of
anything
people.
out of guilt. You didn't. I mean, it's not like you married Mandy out of guilt or did any. You didn't do anything. out of guilt.
No. She just put the gun to my head. I mean, I
finally
wouldn't call
laid it
that. I
down.
wouldn't call that guilt. That's,
Oh well, I
that's-
forgot. You left that part out. I
that's
forgot.
Darwinism. That's
I know
survival
you called
skills,
me
my
when we went
friend.
for a beer right away. After that, but no.
No, of course not.
See, for my generation, I feel that if you are together more than like 4 or 5 years, that's too long. But to me, that's what I don't want to get engaged, you know, year 2.
And I respect that. I don't believe in forever. I've already told everybody on this show I don't believe in forever. So I don't think there's anything wrong with loving a ton of people in your life, whether it be sexually, just emotionally, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm with you on that. If you're not ready for that. Now, when you get older, you might find that one person that you really like that you have hung a lot with, and you're like, okay, this is who I want to be with.
Yeah, I mean, in
At his age.
how society presents everything, obviously, I would have loved to be married by now and on my own with my husband and shit like that. But that's just not how it's going to happen for me. But I don't want to do this, you know, we're together for a year and then we're going to get married. It's like, no, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen within 2-3 years. I've seen a lot of marriages crumble in a year, whatever, you know, so I want to date for a little bit and then move in together and see if I can even frickin' live with you, because that's going to be a whole different
See,
thing.
they think differently.
You just beat me to my- you just beat me to my question. I was just gonna ask you that.
You gotta,
What?
you know,
About I was just going to ask you about
that's
living
all
together.
he told me.
Yeah, but you lived with your first, and I lived with my first
No, that's
girlfriend.
because Annette paid a little bit of rent.
Now-
for God's
now
sake.
Mandy and Now, Mandy and
Sorry,
I,
Annette. We know why we got married, Annette. Come on. I love you.
Now, Mandy and I had been together, let's see now, we have been together, so about 3 years, 2.5 years, when we bought the house. Mm-hmm. So, and at that point, what we did, that was really basically like being married anyways, you know, even though it wasn't official, is that's when we pooled our money. Mm-hmm. That's when it doesn't make a difference who makes more money than who anymore, you know, because for, you know, when we were in the condo together, she'd pay me a little bit of rent, you know, and help with utilities.
Rent. Oh, sorry.
You know,
See, and
confused. I'm
where I would
In the
want to
microphone.
be,
There you go. You don't have to do visuals.
not necessarily we own a house together or anything like that, because I know someone who that was a big thing for them. They wanted to own their first house with their husband, and it didn't work out that way. So once they finally did get married, they went and bought a different house. But it also went against what she wanted to do morally. You know, she wanted to have that, you know, situation or whatever. So I would be, you know, let's rent this house, let's rent this apartment, let's rent all this shit. together, and then he's being so fucking distracting.
No, I'm just trying to get his attention to get sit a little back from the
So
microphone.
anyway, yeah, no, I would rather just be together for a little bit, then live together in an apartment, condo, whatever it may be, and then once things got serious, let's get a house, let's pool shit together, all that kind of stuff. Because I've seen the other side of it too, of having to try to separate everything, and this was mine, and I make this much, and I have to hide money from this, and shit like that.
So do you think your generation is basing it on our generation of getting divorced and just is that how you're seeing it now? Going, I've seen too many people I love divorced. They say they love each other, stuff like that. I mean,
I think the trauma from a lot of people experiencing that causes people to rush into things quicker. Because, I'm not a child of divorce. My parents have been married for 30 years, as my dad always says. And I'm very grateful to see that aspect, and that's what I want. I want to be with someone for that long. Where some of my friends, people I grew up with, they didn't have that. Their parents were getting divorced at young ages, and they're on wife 2, 3, 4, whatever. So they see the revolving door of kind of stuff like that. So when they finally meet one person that gives them that serotonin that they need, this is their person, and they're going to lock down with it when it's not necessarily their person.
that makes a ton of sense. Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, see, I like this perspective. Listen, it's what I like talking about. He is one end of the spectrum on somebody 50. And then we've got another one over there. But they're kind of relating in a weird way.
I
in the same
think
way.
we have all opposite, whole different end.
There is a big spectrum in here. There is.
I've mentioned generational too. Now, like Jim, you had said how, you think first time a lot of people get married under the age of 25. If you look at say Gen Xers or baby boomers, it's like, let's go with the baby boomers first. It's like, that's just what you did.
Oh, yeah.
After World War
17.
After World War II, the men came home. You got busy. You got married. Right. You had your kids, and you got going. And then I think not the baby, but I'm talking about the greatest generation. That's what the greatest generation did.
Right. Greatest generation created
edit
the
that
baby
out.
boomers.
Yeah. Right. And so that's what they did at the greatest generation after the war. And then I think they instilled that into their children that, hey, you go to college maybe. That's like the next step. That's when college became real popular, right? Is kind of among the baby boomers.
Right.
But then after college, hey, you got to find somebody and get busy, get with it, get married, have kids. And I think let's just fast forward to now. I think us Gen Xers, even though I don't have kids, I think the parents are like, you just get married when you are damn well ready.
Exactly.
And it's not this big push because,
And we don't know. It's not even brought up with our kids. I've joked around with Nicholas and whatever and stuff like that. But
I thought you said you disown him and now he's engaged.
Oh, I get it. Son, I'm proud of you. Hopefully you're listening, and we're going to have you on the show.
So let's bring that up. And we can cut this out if Nick doesn't want us to talk about this. But how do you feel that, from what I know, this is just what I've heard of this situation. They've only been together for maybe a year.
No. They have known each other a long time. They've been really good friends. So.
Okay.
And they just decided to take it to this level. And Nick, we'll talk about whatever. But I'm ecstatic. I've never seen my son happier. Mm-hmm. So I've never seen him happier. He's smiling. He texts me and is like, Dad,
Is Nick working? Can we get him on the phone?
Yeah. Oh, no, we're not. He's probably having fun at happy hour, but he'll be on this show. But I'm very proud of him. So, and he's your age, exactly the same your age. Mm-hmm. And he was like Dave. Dave met him. He didn't. I don't want to date with him. I'm not even like my dad. Blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, him and Misty had to stay together for a week when we were having some remodeling done. He never left. So he was like, why are we wasting... They both talked about it and said, why are we screwing around? And
see, to me, and Nick, I love you. Don't hate me. To me, that's bonkers. I could never.
But it's the same thing. You're talking a little bit. You got it. But they didn't do it in moving together. They just been friends for a long... And they've always known they've cared about each other. And now they're like, shit, why are we hiding this anymore? So I give them kudos.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
Dave, my ultimate question to you, and I'm sure I already know your answer just by the way you've been talking, was it worth waiting?
I'd say there's advantages and disadvantages. It was worth waiting in this case, yes. Yes, waiting for the right lady, absolutely. But again, we both sacrificed on the kids thing. We both would have liked to have our own kids, or at least a kid, and then maybe adopt or foster after that. And that just really never happened. But that's life.
Right.
Maybe
So that's the one, for lack of a better term, regret.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the one regret. But no, it was worth waiting. I think we're both now very comfortable. I hope it stays that way. Things can always change. But fingers crossed, hoping for the best.
Well, that's awesome. I really appreciate your perspective on that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was a cool talk. I like that. So.
Oh, thank you, gentlemen.
All right,
And ladies.
so we're going to go to a break here. We'll be back soon.
I want to welcome everybody to the new game show, Real Name, Porno Name, or Real Place. I'm Tink Martindail, and it's time to play Real Name, Porno Name, or Real Place. All right, I'd like to welcome our contestants today to play Real Name, Porno Name, Real Place. We have Dave, our guest. Dave, how you doing? Are you ready to play your buzzers? Yeah. All right, Dave, tell us who you are, what you do, how old you are, what you like, what you kinks, what turns you on. Come on now.
I am a 50-year-old accountant from Gilbert, Arizona, and I am looking forward to this more than you could ever imagine.
Thank you. All right. Did the applause button work at all for this week
Probably
or no?
not.
Hey, all right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. All right. Well, also, our second contestant of the night is Kayla. Give it up for Kayla, everybody.
I hate it here so much.
Okay, so great. All right, and finally, our third contestant. Where's the boo button? Boo! Jim is here today. Thank you, everybody. So, the rules of the game are very simple.
Wait, the
all
button's
right?
stuck.
Yeah, the button's stuck. All right. They're very simple. I'm going to give you a name. You have to decide if it's a porno name, a real name, or a real place.
By real name, what do you mean real? Like real movie name or real?
No, a real place. It's a real place in the world.
Okay. Real
Okay,
place in
so
the
it's a
world.
real place. You could visit this real place.
So we got porno name, real place name, or
Or a real name, somebody's actual name.
No, so porno name.
Porno name.
porno name.
Real name.
What did Tink Martindail not explain about this? Do we need to redo that? Okay.
Hey, Tink, lower it down here.
Real name as in
Porno
somebody's
name.
real name.
It's their real name. It's their real name. It's not a porno name.
Oh, so these aren't movie names. These are
Dear
porno
Lord
stars.
Almighty. Yes.
I'm at a disadvantage here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everybody is unless you're watching gay porn with midgets. This name is on here. I don't know.
Oh, then you're okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you're into that, I'm okay. So, but the game is very simple, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I'm going to give you a name. You're going to decide if it's a porn name, or real place. And the winner tonight who gets it, you get to take home a record of Anytime Eddie Arnold and his guitar.
Oh, wow.
That's what you get.
He has an actual record,
I have
guys.
an actual
Wait,
record.
I'm going
Take
to take
that
a picture of that.
Wow.
This is our prize. Wait.
You're going to take the back of it, too, because I'm going to make Eddie Arnold famous again. Is what I'm gonna
Who
do.
is this?
It's Eddie Arnold. Okay, do the back.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Who's Eddie Arnold for
It's
us
Eddie
millennials?
Arnold. We should all know who Eddie Arnold is. Anyway.
Dave, do you know who Eddie Arnold is? Because you look lost as me.
I'm guessing he's probably in prison on porn charges.
He
Some type of
plays
pornography
the
charges
guitar,
right now.
so that's all that matters. But that's what you're winning today.
You know,
Give
I mean,
yourself an applause.
considering the segment.
Hey, let's hear an applause
Wait.
for what you're going to win.
Was he the restaurant owner on Happy Days?
Yeah, that was Arnold.
Oh, my bad.
Can I get an applause? Can we?
Yes.
All right, are we ready
Yes.
to play?
He
Real
look-
name,
yes.
porno name, or real place?
He certainly looks like Asian Mr. Marita right there.
Yes.
Oh my God,
All right,
Arnold's.
Dave, you are our first contestant. You're our guest. It's guest Dave today. Here we go. Porno name, real name, or real place? Hump tulip. Hump tulip. Porno name,
Spotify.
real
I've
name.
got
real
a.
place.
I'm actually gonna go weird. I'm gonna go place.
Ding, 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 it is! Hump Tulip, Washington! Yes! Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Wow!
Dave, the world traveler, has
Named
been
after
to
the
Hump.
Humpty Hump.
Have you been to Hump Tulip, Washington?
Not yet, but I might not. Well,
That's a bucket list.
Bucket list, baby. Yeah. All right.
Dave, can we get some applause?
Oh, sorry.
No, very good. Okay, very good. All right, Kayla, you are now up. All right. No pun intended. You get it? Okay. Yeah.
Why is everybody yelling?
Tink Martindail.
I don't know.
Tink Martindail yells. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Porno name, real name, or real place? Garwin, cockhead.
I don't even know, because obviously your first thing goes to porn name, but I want to say that's a real name.
It is a real name. It is.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Great.
Yes, it is a real name.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wow.
A lot of pressure
That
here.
is hilarious. Wow, I can't believe we're 2 for 2 on this.
Yeah, just wait. We're here at number 3.
All right. Bald knob.
Oh no.
Porno name, real name, or
Porno
place.
name, or real place. Bald knob.
I'm going to go place.
Yeah, you guys are good at this. Holy shit! My God, unbelievable. We are perfect in round 1. This is, for Tink Martindail, this is incredible, everybody. Everybody wants the Eddie Arnold and his guitar grand prize, and everybody's pulling out all the stops for it.
Is that Bald Knob, Pennsylvania?
Wow, Bald Knob, Arkansas.
Okay.
Arkansas. Okay, so
Makes a
round
little more
2,
sense
it's
now.
tied at 1 to 1 1.
I was going to say he should get an extra point if he got that right.
Holy crap. All right.
That one.
Are you ready, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Scarlet Flow.
Ooh. Ugh.
Well, it's disgusting and it's too obvious, but we haven't had a porn name yet, so porn name.
Poor name! Dave now leads 2 to 1. Wow.
That's
what
a
game.
gross porn name. I don't
is
even
That's
really
terrible.
gross.
That is terrible.
I
wouldn't even
kind of
put
want to
that-
look it up, but I'm also terrified what's going to come up.
I'm guessing that's Arkansas as well.
Oh no.
Sorry, if
Kayla,
one of our
are
8
you
listeners
ready?
are from Arkansas.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Titty Hill.
Ooh.
Did you need that repeated? Titty.
Titty? Is it T-I-T-T?
Titty
I-E?
Hill. Is
Or
that
Y?
a porno name, real name, or real place?
Could you use it in a sentence, Tink?
I think
I
it's...
felt my hands up and down.
What was it?
Titty Hill.
Okay. With a T? Okay. I think it's
Hey,
a
do we have a friggin' stop date?
I'm going to say a place.
Fuck yes! Holy shit! Are you guys kidding me? I cannot believe Tink Martindail has to come up with everybody wants Eddie Arnold and his guitar. This is amazing.
So Titty Hill, where would that be?
Titty Hill is in England.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a town in England.
Sounds right, actually.
Wait, we have a UK listener.
Oh, hi, UK listener. Sorry.
Thank you for representing.
Titty Hill.
All right. Porno name, real place. Chris Blewett. Chris Blewett. Porno name, real place.
How do you...
That's a real name.
Oh my God! This is unbelievable! Holy shit! Either I suck at making games or whatever, but it's 2 to 2. Holy shit! Okay.
I know, so what happens if we all win? Do we have to split this vinyl
Yes.
record?
We will share the record.
Share the record. All right, Dave, are you ready? We only have 14 more rounds of this. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Anita Softwood.
Anita Softwood.
Anita Softwood.
Is that A-N?
That seems like kind of like a... It's like one of those things like, does she really need a soft one? I mean, that seems like it's like jumbo.
Needs soft wood.
It's like
The
jumbo.
girl that dates me. Tink Martindail needs a woman that enjoys soft wood.
Yeah, that's like jumbo shrimp, you know.
555 Softwood.
Oh, no.
www Softwood.
It may not make sense, but I'm going porn name.
Damn it! You guys fuck! God damn it! I hate this game. God
One of the
damn
porn
it.
stars has to be out there for the guys who need the
Jesus.
little blue pill.
All
you know.
right.
I just don't want to be the one to get it wrong, because then I'm
I
going
know.
to feel
Now the pressure's on. I
discouraged.
was feeling the pressure there.
I'm feeling pressure.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
third spot here. I feel pressure every round. Go ahead.
Maybe
Right,
that's why
Tink.
she only wants a soft one. She's tired of feeling the pressure.
Oh, no.
Nice.
You guys are fucking kicking my ass here.
All right, Tink.
Chardonnay hooker.
Ooh, that sounds like something I would name myself. Even though I am not a hooker, but Chardonnay sounds fancy. That sounds like a real name to me.
Damn you! Son of a bitch!
I
My
would be
God.
I think I would have gotten that one wrong. Wow.
No,
I
I
got that
would be
wrong,
in
too.
awe of a Chardonnay hooker.
Okay. All right, Jim.
All right,
To
here we
keep
go.
it going, the perfect streak
I'm going
going.
to throw Mark a bone here.
Here we go.
Oh no.
No pun intended.
Do you
And
need,
it's
do you need a softwood?
It's Tink Martindail. I need a softwood. Where is she at? All right, you ready? Dick Cock.
Dick Cock. Is it Cox? C-O-X? Cox? Dick Cox?
I'm not going into it. What is this? Isn't.
I believe Richard Cox is a real name.
Damn it! Yes. Jesus.
Mark's not having fun
No,
anymore.
that game
This is the
sucks.
second game he's really
So really,
sucked
it's the
at.
first person that wins the record.
All right,
Okay,
we're going to have to
yeah.
go into last round here. Sudden death, last round.
We're at 15 minutes?
Yep.
Jesus
I believe it.
Holy shit.
Keep it going.
All right. Holden Butts.
Wait, really quick while you think of that, what was the last one? A real name?
Dick Cox.
Yeah.
Dick Cox.
Real name?
Yeah.
Okay.
But as B-U-T-T.
I'm not doing that. Jesus Christ.
Can
The
you use it in
name
a
is
sentence?
Holden Butts.
Oh, so it's a name of...
I'm going to go wacky, or it's a place.
And yeah! Wah, wah, wah. Holden Butts is a real name. Yes.
Really? I
Yes.
would have said place, too, because that sounds like
It's a real name.
Mississippi.
Yeah, it sounds like something that would be in Europe somewhere.
Yeah. Holden Butts.
Okay, that's a big deal. So now it's basically.
All right, special guest Dave is eliminated. It's the final round between me and Kayla.
Oh.
All right.
Let's do this just time-wise. Buzz in.
No.
Yes.
We're okay.
Yep, no, we're not.
Think we're
All right, you ready? Climax Springs.
Ooh, that was loud. Sorry. That's a poor name.
Oh my God!
Is
no.
it a place?
Climax Springs, Mississippi. So Jim.
I just see
All right,
Mississippi.
Jim's last chance to win this all. I get the record.
All right. If not, we go into overtime, which people can't wait for. It's gonna be big.
I know, once he put the pressure on, we all fumbled.
Woody Johnson.
Woody Johnson. Real name.
And oh my God, everybody! Okay, so we are gonna do
Are
a
you telling
one-
me there's not a Woody Johnson out there somewhere?
Woody Johnson is a porno name.
That
okay?
has to be a real name,
Well,
too.
it's not on Tink Martindail's list, so
Look that up. Look that
all
up.
right,
Google
get
Woody
to your
Johnson.
buzzers. We're
Well,
gonna
wait.
have.
I don't want to.
We are doing
All right, one more round.
overtime
One more
for
round.
again the Anytime Eddie Arnold and his guitar record that has never been used. It might be out of the wrapper, but it's never been used.
I'm sure those of you who are expecting an hour show, you'll love this overtime.
All right, so get your buzzer
worry
over there.
about it.
Get your buzzer.
Get your buzzer. All right, everyone get their buzzer.
All right, are we ready? Charity Beaver.
Porn name.
Okay, so you're out. So now it's just you two with a real name. Charity Beaver is a real name. It's a real name.
It was a real name?
It was a real name.
I wasn't going to say place.
All right, are we ready? Okay, so it's up to you two. Are you guys ready? Get your buzzer up there. Dave, the guest, is ready, okay?
Special guest Dave.
Yeah, I don't know why that's so hard. Special guest.
Your eyes ready? Dry Beaver.
That's a place.
Yes, it is! It's Dry
for me.
music going on. Congratulations, Tink Martindail wants to give you any time with Eddie Arnold and his guitar. Congratulations.
I
Way
don't
to
know
go.
who this
That's
is.
great. Everybody, let's get some applause. Everybody, thank you for playing. Real name, porno name, or real place. I'm Tink Martindail. I'll see you next time, everybody. Yeah!
Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you next time.